get a super flex and a rookie mock draft going. I don't want to waste your time. This first one is going to be a super flex, ladies and gentlemen. So freaking excited. I've been in rookie drafts myself all day, so we've already made a ton of rookie picks. I understand that maybe not everybody else has had the opportunity to get real money rookie drafts going yet. So let's start. We are going to be at pick 9. I honestly probably should have thought for a second of what pick we should have been. Yada, yada, yada. I just picked randomly here, but didn't want to give myself a pick at the very top and make it easy for us. And what we also should have done is we should have pulled up the site so I can make life easy on myself, because if we are trying to draft based off sleeper ADP, we are screwed. And I highly, highly recommend y'all to ignore sleeper ADP when you are doing these drafts right now. I am sure it will get better as they get more drafts going. But for the time being, Troy Franklin, a wide receiver that went in round 4 of the draft, is ahead of Michael Penix in the Superflex ADP. Troy Franklin is ahead of Ladd McConkey. He's ahead of Jonathan Brooks. And not just in that instance. I mean, Blake Corum's ahead of Trey Benson. Blake Corum's ahead of Keon Coleman, right? So please, for the love of God, do not be basing any decisions you're making off the sleeper ADP here. Find yourself a good set of rankings. I've already updated my own rankings on the site. We have the community rankings on the site as well, if you wanted to use those instead. And yeah, let's go ahead and let's pull this up. I mean, if I'm looking at this, I'm going to be looking between 2 players. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to, do we want to reach? Let's add my rankings here so I can just see exactly how we have these guys ranked. And yes, we will reach. We're going to go way far down. We're going to take a quarterback that went pick 12 of the NFL draft. Here, we're going to go Bo Nix. Do I want to sit here and act like Bo Nix is some phenomenal prospect? Is he a Bryce Young? Is he a CJ Stroud level prospect? Of course not. But he's a quarterback that will be starting day 1. He gets on the field and let's pause this draft and let's make this a linear draft, because I know we will have people screaming at us in the comment section if this is a snake draft. But a couple questions real quick. Keaton says, in a keeper, traded Jacobs in my 5th pick for Breece Hall. Phenomenal move. This is a keeper league, my friend. Now scared because of Braylon Allen. I also plan to keep Kyron, but I'm scared now. Thoughts on him? I would still keep Kyron in a keeper format. Obviously, I'm a little bit more worried about Blake Corum. And then honestly, with Breece Hall, I still have him RB3 in Dynasty, only behind Bijan and Gibbs. The Jets drafted 2 running backs, and not just Braylon Allen. They drafted 2 guys, and they drafted Izzy last year. So past 2 years, they've drafted 3 RBs. Maybe that's something that concerns you just a bit. But I don't know. I still have Breece Hall RB3. I'm going to have him a tier below Bijan and Gibbs, though. Now, Nate Tano says, hey, Mason, quick question. On my first Dynasty draft ever, it's 1 draft with all the players, including rookies. In your rankings, where do you have the rookies ranked? Is that where you had... Okay, a couple different things. My friend, I'll pull this up for you in just 1 second. I don't know if we're going to have time to go through every single of like the 50 rookies we have ranked and look at where they are in startup drafts. But if you go to the site right now, you can, that's where we have the rookies ranked, but you can look at the overall rankings. You can sort by my rankings, the expert ranking, the community rankings, whatever you want. And you can see where the rookies are ranked in the overall startup. So we have Caleb here at 9 between Chase and Lamb, right ahead of Justin Herbert. We have Marvin at 13, right behind Amon-Ra St. Brown, right before Anthony Richardson. We have Jaden Daniels at 20, right after Trevor Lawrence and Jordan Love. So yes, I don't know if we're going to be able to go through all of those, my friend, but hopefully that gives you a good idea of where to find them. And my rankings are behind a paywall, but the community rankings are free. I will say the community rankings just dropped today, so it's going to take a little bit of time for those to get put together with a ton of different input. So I would not be listening to the community rankings that we have on the site 1 for 1 right now. I would give it a little bit of time for them to improve. Okay, so Leggett and Ricky, Slicky Ricky, Sticky Ricky, Ticky Ricky, Dicky Ricky, I don't know what you want to call him, but he's off the board 206. Leggett, Pearsall, I would have taken them 209 if they would have made it to us relatively easily. Blake Corum may be the guy that we end up going with here. Probably not. Instead, I think we're going to go ahead. We'll probably take a wide receiver. Is Malachi Corley still available? Actually, no. We're going to go ahead. We're going to take Jalen Polk here at the 209. I don't think he's a phenomenal prospect, but he goes to New England. It's a situation in which There's nobody else who's really competing for targets there. You have upside with the quarterback room having Drake May. But yes, like I said, I want to reiterate, please make sure you are looking at the rankings on the site, not the sleeper rankings, because I almost just messed up looking at this ADP. Jamie says, Best Ball Mania tomorrow. Heard they got revised payouts. I like the payouts so much more with Best Ball Mania now. It is way flatter. Not all the money is going to the very top. Instead, it's spread out between the guys at, I think like the top 20 places in Best Ball Mania get $100,000 or more. So I'm very excited. And yes, on the Flock Fantasy YouTube channel, we are going to start streaming underdog drafts every single day, starting tomorrow. Every single day, we'll get that going, my friend. I think we're going to do 9 p.m. Eastern every day, 8 p.m. Central. And I do have good news, bad news with that. One, I am extremely excited to start talking redraft again. And two, I know y'all are going to hate me because I'm saying this on the Dynasty channel, but just to be completely honest with you, I am probably not going to be spreading myself out as thin this year as what I've done in years past. I'm sure y'all have noticed this offseason with how much time I am spending on flockfantasy.com, putting so much content out, making sure my rankings are updated, working with the developers. We're releasing new tool after new tool after new tool. I am probably not going to be able to do daily uploads on both the redraft and the Dynasty channel. Probably going to have to focus our attention on the site, focus our attention on the redraft channel going into the future. So we're probably going to slow down the pace that we are uploading here on the Dynasty channel starting next week. I'm going to get y'all out some rankings. I'm not going to leave y'all high and dry, but okay. So let's figure out what the hell we're doing here. I have not gotten to the third round in any of my own rookie drafts yet. This is an awkward spot in that if you were looking across the board, they are not. Ooh, okay. This is why Sleeper ADP, do not use it. Please make sure you are using the rankings on the site. Jermaine Burton, whatever the hell you want to call him. 309, this is a wide receiver that has upside. Yes, he wasn't hyper productive in college. He bounced from Georgia to Alabama. Apparently, his character concerns. Apparently, this guy may not be the best player that you want in the locker room, but great for us in fantasy football. While an NFL team like the Cincinnati Bengals, if he's a bad locker room guy, they have to take the risk in drafting him and bringing him into their locker room, impacting their players and being maybe a headache for their coaches. For us, the risk is mitigated, right? I mean, honestly, if we're just here at the end of round 3, we are chasing upside, 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 not caring too much about anything else. Okay. Liam says, in a 10-team Superflex with 4 flex spots, earn the 101. We have Herbert, Mahomes. We have Wilson against Addison for receivers. Who should we take? 10-team Superflex, if you want to go Harrison, you can do it. If it was a 12-team Superflex league, I'd go ahead and I'd take Caleb and just have the best quarterback room ever assembled. But in a 10-team Superflex league, if you want to go Harrison, we're fine. Swiss says he took Burden at the 212 in his draft. So I guess maybe that means 309, a decent value. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that probably in the majority of your leagues, he goes earlier than where he did here. It's just that sleeper ADP is messed up. And to be honest with you, I'm just looking at the rankings on the site here, drafting based off those. Mr. Padilla says it's good, Mason. You also need some off time. Appreciate you, my friend. The week leading until the NFL draft, I'm sure that y'all, maybe some of y'all noticed, maybe some of y'all don't care, but I believe we didn't upload a video for a week. And that was the first time that we went a week without uploading a video on either channel. Probably since 2019, maybe 2020. It was the first time I went a week without uploading in 4 or 5 years. God knows how long. And I'm not going to lie to you. I was expecting to be bored. I was expecting to be missing it. I was expecting to have the itch. And oh my gosh, having some time off was extremely nice. Okay, so here there are 2 different players that I'd be looking at. We have Cade Stover. It goes round 4 to Houston. I believe round 4, right? Let me go ahead and pull this up. $123rd overall. You have the really funny streamer announce the pick. God, what's his name? How can I not remember his name right now? Who is the streamer that announced over for the Texans? Sketch announced it. So we're going to go ahead. We will pull the trigger with him at the 409. Don't know how we feel about it. Fine prospect. It is what it is. We'll do it for Sketch. Something Brothers. Tuesday. That's what I know. Liam says, is HN worth trading for the 109? If you're looking at the 109 is Bowers, Bo Nix, Xavier Worthy. Maybe McCarthy. Probably not McCarthy. It's probably Bowers, Bo Nix, or Worthy, Brian Thomas, one of the guys there. So, I mean, I'd be completely fine if it's just saying it's up to you. If you're a rebuilding team, I can understand wanting the pick. If you're a contending team, I can understand wanting HN. Okay, yep, it's... Brother, hey brother, what's up, brother? I don't remember what it is. But let me know in the live chat. Do y'all want to see a 1 quarterback draft after this, or do y'all want another super flex? I have time. I told the girlfriend we'd watch a movie tonight, but I have time to get another draft going. Special plays, special teams, special players. Let me know if you want a 1 quarterback or a super flex draft now. And as I wait for y'all, Luke says, rookie draft, we have picks 1, 2, 3. Do you trade 3 JT Waddle for Puka, Brees, Eckler, Amari? If I keep 3, I'm taking Neighbors. Waddle to Puka, upgrade. JT to Brees, upgrade. 3 to Eckler, Amari, horrible downgrade. I honestly probably keep 3 JT Waddle. I love Neighbors. Okay, we got 1 QB, super flex, 1 QB, super, 1 QB, 1 QB, 1 QB, super. Okay. We'll get a 1 QB going. There are enough people voting for 1 quarterback that we've already got our super flex done. Y'all know we make 99% of our stuff for super flex. So I'll get y'all this link in the live chat. Usually we send it out in the Discord for the site, but let's get this going quick. So we're going to go Dynasty PPR. This is a 1 quarterback format, everybody. This is a 1 QB league if you're wanting in here. And I should probably claim a spot. We're going 1. F it. I gave myself 9 in the last one. We're going to have some fun. We're going 1 here. And let's make sure that we have this as linear. All right. There's 1 spot left. Anybody wants in? Okay. If you did not get in, too late, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to go ahead. We will take the easy 101 in a 1 QB format. If you're playing in a 1 quarterback league, I think the first 3 picks are chalk. There's no way you see anything other than Harrison, Neighbors, then Rome. If you see anything else there, I think it's crazy. 104 Daniels, crazy in my mind. I mean, I would go Caleb over Daniels. I'd go Bowers over both of them in a 1 quarterback format. But yeah, Bowers now making him going all the way down to pick 6. Yeah, Bowers down to 6. Let's go ahead. And also on the site, we do have our rankings both for Superflex as well as 1 QB. So you can go ahead and hit 1 QB. We have them updated for the overall veterans. Like you can see the 1 quarterback rankings. You have Marvin here right after Lamb, Jefferson, Chase, and right before Amon-Ra St. Brown in these. If you look at the expert, though, St. Brown is higher than Harrison, just like the super flex. If you go over to the rookies, this is what I'm going to be drafting off for this one. I don't want to be showing that the entire time. Of course, if you want to ever check out any of my Dynasty rankings, any of the Dynasty rankings of your favorite creators, we have 3 Dynasty Rookie Draft Guides out there. I know the guys at Dynasty Land just updated theirs, and it's phenomenal. It's all on flockfantasy.com. Also, Dynasty Trade Calculator, Dynasty Trade Finder, Dynasty Team Analyzer, the whole 9 yards, flockfantasy.com, code flock, get you yours truly breaking down your Dynasty team in a podcast, plus 30% off any sub. Now, I'm going to go Jonathan Brooks, 201, hook 'em horns. I mean, we have to have some fun here. And yeah, if you're looking at where Jonathan Brooks is in the expert rankings currently on the site for a 1 quarterback format, he is sitting at the 109. Now, of course, if you want to look at my rankings, just hit filter, add expert, Mason Dodd. I have Jonathan Brooks at pick 10. But nonetheless, I do have Jonathan Brooks in my mind as a screaming value here at the 201, particularly in a 10-team league. Okay. Okay, so I see if we're asking about tight end premium 1.5. I personally, and I'm sure, my man, I know you've been with us for a while now. If you've read the Dynasty research book we have on the site, I'm sure you've seen us break down the numbers of a 1.5 tight end premium format versus like a regular league. I am not making massive adjustments based off a league being a 1.5 point per reception format or not for the tight end position. That is Bowers in a 1 QB format for me is my 104, regardless of if it's tight end premium or not. Drake May goes 202. I'm fine taking like, if you look at where I have the quarterbacks ranked for a 1 QB format here, I have Daniels as the 111, Drake May as the 112. Go Daniels, May. Now let's figure out what we're going to do after this. And like I've said a million times now, you cannot just look at this sleeper ADP. For the love of God, do not do it, or you're probably going to miss someone. Like, I think we go back-to-back drafts here, just taking a swing on an upside wide receiver. Obviously, parked behind Chase and Higgins right now. The hope is Cincinnati's taking him round 3. Then maybe, I don't know, Higgins is out the door. I don't want to say Higgins out the door this season, but Higgins isn't here for the long term. Maybe a deal's not getting done. Reality of the situation is, I don't know. It's round 3. We are just chasing for upside. Scott, always happy to see my friend. Hope that your rookie drafts are going well, and says, if you like the concept, hit the like button. Yes, please. If you have not done so already, go down there, drop a like on this stream, which I'd assume that the majority of y'all have. Let me see. I have no idea checking how many likes the stream has, but I'm going to trust y'all. I'm going to assume the majority of y'all have done it. Timeless History says, Coleman seems very undervalued to me. Easy wide receiver 1 in Buffalo with a very high ceiling. So I didn't like Coleman coming into the draft, but I would say now that he finds himself in Buffalo with one of the best quarterbacks in the league, I would agree. I think he's undervalued if you're looking at his price here. I would rather have Keon Coleman over A.D. Mitchell. I would rather have Keon Coleman over J.J. McCarthy, and a 1 quarterback format that is. Obviously, Superflex a little bit different. Hell, I mean, I even have Keon Coleman, I believe, in our 1 quarterback rankings, ranked over Jaden Daniels. Daniels goes at 4 here. So, yeah. I think in a 1 QB format, I have Keon Coleman ranked at the 109. Now, with that being said, I don't think he's a phenomenal. I don't think he's a great player, but if you're looking at the situation, it's hard to argue that a wide receiver found himself in a better spot than what Keon Coleman did. I mean, worthy lad Keon, and even Bryant Thomas, like, it seems like we didn't get, I don't know how to put this. We were blessed with what happened in the NFL draft this year. Typically, what you see is early in the offseason, everybody does their mock drafts, and everybody puts the teams with the best quarterback, with top wide receivers, with draft capital, and we all get super excited, and we all want to run out there and say, oh yeah, this is going to be best case scenario. The good guys are going to land in the good landing spots with draft capital. And it never happens. A lot of times you have a wide receiver that we're all very excited about finding himself in a crap situation. No, I mean, it seems like everybody across the board here that you'd want in a good spot found themselves in a good spot. And it really boosted the value of those late round 1 rookie picks. We're going to go ahead, take Ja'Tavion Sanders. We already got Jonathan Brooks, so let's double it down. Hook 'em horns, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, he has a path to targets early on in his career. I think he's a fine prospect. Obviously, it's hard to be super productive at Texas when you're competing with both Worthy and Mitchell. It's probably a homer pick. Probably shouldn't listen to me, but round 4, go get your guys. Have some fun. And don't listen to me, because last year I was not smart enough to be drafting Puka around 4, which is what you had to do if you wanted to win your rookie draft last year. Now, Andrew says, is Rome really a top pick anymore? Not because he's not good, but in Chicago, he'll be the wide receiver 3, won't he? I think Rome will be over Keenan year 1. And I think in the long term, he'll be over DJ Moore. He's a phenomenal prospect. It's going to be a great offense. So, yeah, I mean, I think Keenan's there for 1 year, to be honest with you. Luke says, good to see some real mocks in preparation for my draft in a couple days. Wishing you the best of luck, my guy. I'm surprised you don't have your draft going already, to be honest. Here says, Best Ball Mania payout structure is out and it is even more flat this year. $1.5 million for first. This is, in my mind, exact. Keep in mind, I'm not important enough where my opinion matters in determining the tournament structure. So, of course, I was not asked. Of course, that's expected. No harm, no foul. But if I would have been asked about the ideal Best Ball Mania structure, it would have been what they did. I love what Underdog did for Best Ball Mania. I'm super excited to start firing up drafts. And starting tomorrow on the Flock Fantasy channel, so the main YouTube channel that we have, we are going to be getting out daily draft live streams like we've done over the past few years. And hopefully we can go back to the success that we had 2 years ago. But obviously it's going to take us not whiffing on Kyron, not whiffing on Puka for that to happen. But I think that should be it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that we were able to help out. I've been doing a ton of my own rookie drafts today. I think we've made maybe like 20 rookie picks already. I think the deepest that we are in any rookie draft right now is the late second round, though. But I appreciate all y'all. And a couple different notes real quick. One, all the rankings are updated on the site, right? So just in case you want to go through and you want to see rookie rankings, whether those are my rankings, whether that's expert rankings, community rankings, all the rookie rankings are out there. You can hit the rookies tab. You can look at Dynasty 1 quarterback. You can look at Dynasty Superflex. Plus, Dynasty Rookie Draft guides have been updated. The Dynasty Land guys already got theirs out, and it's freaking phenomenal. I'd highly, highly recommend it. Second thing is the rookies are in the overall rankings as well. So you can hit overall and go over. These are the 1 quarterback. So you have Harrison right between Amon-Ra and Bijan. You have Neighbors right between Wilson and Hall. You have a Rome right between CMC and Jonathan Taylor for the 1 quarterback rankings. That is going over to Superflex. To give you an idea, Caleb is going to be at the very top. I think Caleb is, let's see where he is in the expert rankings. Where do people put him? He's back-to-back. He's tied with an average ranking of 9 with Justin Herbert. Right in front of Chase. Harrison is sitting here next to Amon-Ra St. Brown as well. So, yeah, if you want to check out any of those rankings, they're updated on the sites. If you want to look at your team, go ahead, pull up the My Team page on the site. There are a couple different, I shouldn't make an entire video about this, just to make sure anybody on the site's not confused. If you go to My Teams, you can go through and select what league that you want to look at. So here we're going to select Flock 18, and it is going to rank all the teams in your league based off of the values that we have across the site. So S Bears has the strongest team in this league. If you are looking at this, he has Allen, Etienne, James Cook, St. Brown, Waddle, Hawkinson, couple rookie picks. Freddie May after this. He has Mahomes, CMC, Josh Jacobs. Anyway, you can go through, hit that. If you use code FLOCK and you are a new annual member on the site, go ahead, hit submit for review. It will send it to me and I can make a podcast breaking down your Dynasty team. I'll be able to see all the same information as well. And in our trade calculator, we decided to keep the rookie picks there for everybody as well. So if you haven't done anything and you haven't done your rookie draft and you're still making trades, you can go through and you can play around and look at how some of these are valued, of course. But I think that should be all the updates that we have. Oh yeah, if you want to check out the latest
draft guide from Dynasty Land. It's right here. Definitely recommend it. Think it should be able to help you out a ton. What is there anything else that we need to discuss? I think that should be it for now. I'm sure that we are missing something, but appreciate you. Hope you have a great day. And yeah, we will be live on the Flock Fantasy YouTube channel tomorrow when we will get these underdog drafts going every single day.